Blunt. Uh-oh. You're muted too, I think. Or at least I can't hear you. Is it me?
Oh, wow. I hit the mute button. Cool.
There you go. All right, cool.
Yeah. Blondie versus Blondie. How about that? So, PS2 is going to be the destination for game number 1. And I'm not even sure how this matchup works out. I can't really say that I play that much ZSS Isabelle online. But I was wondering what your thoughts might be. Because, I mean, it's generally... Isabelle has kind of the same game plan as Villager, just different ways to the end.
Well, I think the runaway is going to be really good for Isabelle, but once Zersuit gets in one or twice, it's going to be danger, and then obviously recovering is going to be tough too. And Mr. Zercon on spot on. There you go. There we go. Spot on with those conversions today. Very nice job. Going up the first stock big, but this is what I'm talking about. The punish game from Zersuit is so good. Think about Villager, well, Isabelle too. A lot of different mix-ups to go back to the ledge. So Zersuit, we saw Dylan Z with some great ledge trapping earlier, but since Villager can go, or Isabelle can go high, and mix it up a little bit more with the timing back to the ledge. Dylan's got to be aware of that. He's gonna have to catch on to it soon because Mr. Zercon is taking off with the lead here big time.
Well, putting Dylan on the spot for sure, especially with such an early. Especially with such an early stock take. The same way that we saw him take the last stock in winter semis, now that I think about it, with the rocket into the turnips. So yeah, no, it's a familiar combo. If you know Isabelle, you certainly know that, and that is a tough position to beat.
Why not a B?
I'm not sure.
I feel like that would definitely kill. Oh god, that's a 2-stock lead actually. And you know, it's funny because I just think it's matchup inexperience because I think Dylan is not shy to up B out of shield for sure. From the couple sets I've seen from him today. So that's what I'm talking about. Mix it to the ledge. Nice job. Look, you got the timing. The side B was still out. That was so smart. Mix up your timing, especially not just when you get off the ledge, but when you get there too, to keep your opponent guessing, man. So smart. Mr. Zercon, I love seeing the play.
Down throw. Now, the neutral air into... Oh, my gosh. Zercon is so clean. So
he's really good.
Yeah. It's funny because, oftentimes with these characters, you're trying to throw out these projectiles to try to dictate movement. But no, Mr. Zercon makes no such presumptions. He's ready to just... He is shooting to destroy. And just like that, on target, line it up, and hits the bullseye. Mr. Zercon, a JB3 for Mr. Z.
Beautiful play there, man, and a lot of it was won at the ledge, either holding it down himself or getting off or around it, around the Zersuit, man. It definitely looks like the matchup inexperience as well on Dylan's side. So let's see if he figures out something here going into game 2. Yeah. I'm gonna grab a drink of water real quick. I will be right back.
Hey, by all means, but in the meantime, I don't really know what you do as DSS, considering, yeah, you're good, man. You're good to go in this game number 2. We'll have to see what the stage selection will be. I can only imagine the counterplay would revolve around that. Yes, that is Smash strategy, Stuart. Good job. Oh, you just took Zercon to his home turf. Are you kidding me? But I do kind of see the value in this. You're shortening up the sides by quite a bit. You're giving yourself a little bit of breathing room, which you would think benefits Mr. Zercon. But remember, Dylan can play defensively as well. And when you do get in close, you have the speed to kind of rush down Zercon and make him just a little bit uncomfortable. So if you want to run in, jump in, you have the tools with which to do it. If you don't, you have a little bit of space and a temporary Omega form to do kind of okay for yourself and hold the line. Right now, though, it's advantage Mr. Zercon. I am kind of liking Mr. Zercon's game plan just in general, but carrying the... excuse me. Okay. Or you can just kind of smack him in the face. That's all well and good, too. Mr. Zercon, decisive advantage in this game number 2. And Dylan trying to play it just a little bit more methodically, but now, as we can see, has full stock advantage for the young pupper. And wow. Actually trying to speedrun winners finals. This is best of 5. So Dylan has some room, but this doesn't even look to be a challenge for him right now. Zercon trying to close this out. Down air to get him into disadvantage. And Dylan trying to get the stop with the boost kick and is going to be successful. Town and City going from one of the lowest ceilings to one of the highest, eventually going to kill off in the corner, but again, target in sights. Mr. Zercon lines up the target, and Dylan just unable to get back. Zercon taking it to a 2-0 and dire straits for Dylan. Have to see, the reverse sweep is going to be necessary if he wants to get into grands on winner's side. And while Hazmat unmutes his microphone, we're going to, yeah, I know I couldn't hear you, but I know that's what you asked. So, hopefully the good people can hear you too. Can we confirm that?
I can't hear anything? Question mark? Is he? Oh, he is back.
Yeah, no, he's back.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
well,
weird.
I mean, you're not back sound. You're not back sound wise, but
Yeah,
know,
I can't hear sound.
No, we can't hear you. Hang on, we're gonna. Hazmat, are you there? Yes, I'm here. Ken's a very good man. Okay,
How about now?
that's really good.
There we
Great.
go.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I'm on my headset? What the heck?
Yeah, dude.
Well,
So obviously Dylan and Mr. Zercon showing great respect to you, letting you come back and making sure that you can commentate this game number 3. Mad props to them.
appreciate that.
Yeah. No, it's, hey, they know who the real one is. So that is not a that's not the game, I promise you. There are obviously some sort of deliberation between these two at some point. And maybe PS2 is not the destination that they had in mind.
You should be good here now, right? You guys can hear me? Okay. It should be... You hear that?
Yeah, sounds.
All right,
Yeah.
great. This is my real microphone. It somehow went to my headset mic, so sorry about that.
Oh, good. Sounds good.
Thanks, bro. Anyway, game 3 coming up. This, what was I going to say? Mr. Zercon looking unstoppable. Dylan Z going to the Robin, though. I definitely didn't see this one coming.
Yeah, at the same time, it kind of makes sense. I mean, what's Villager in theory is Villager, Isabelle both. In theory, such good characters, but they struggle against those disjoints so hard. What better way to counteract Isabelle in particular than by okay, you want me to approach and get caught by the Lloyd? Well, guess what? I have Arc Fires and Arc Thunders, and I can do really whatever I want when it comes to controlling the neutral and controlling a certain amount of space. I can destroy that thing. I don't really need to approach you all that much. I can sit still, you can try to jump in, and I have 11 sword waiting for you. So in theory, I do kind of like this, and it'll be interesting to see how Mr. Zercon copes.
Okay, up tilt. Pressure here on the platform. Ooh, barely missing that Nosferatu. Would have been big, bad news there for Dylan, but here we go. Yeah, we're going to see a little bit more of a zoning game, too. I just feel like Zero Suit kind of can get into these awkward range wars. She's not winning against Isabelle. Ledge trapping into the Thoron. Oh, I love that. Little thunder and lightning. Very frightening. Very good stuff there. Dylan with the counter pick. I like this man. Gotta love to see it.
I mean, Dylan, you kind of have to have something for these particular matchups, you know? Like, sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes you just don't know what's up, but...
Yeah. Well, I feel like in this game especially, like, everyone kind of has at least a couple characters, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And plus, it should be noted that just because you might have played one or two Isabelle does not mean that you played Mr. Zercon, because this guy has written the book on Isabelle, more or less, in this game, and is very highly regarded in the circle for a reason. So, is Zercon a resident of North Jersey, I believe, but still very active in the New York scene and attends, on a pretty regular basis. So, definitely a fearsome competitor no matter what the destination. But
So is
Dylan,
it safe to
right
assume?
now-
Is it safe to assume he's played against Jewel then? Or is that wrong? Like just because they probably go to the same venue, they probably played each other is what I would assume, right?
I would think so. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the matchup history is there. I could probably search it.
Nice. I was gonna look and see if they played,
Yeah,
just to see, because he clanked with that arc fire, so that was really good. I don't know if that was just a coincidence or not.
yeah.
I'm looking. Yeah, Mr. Zercon. I see him here. I don't see him against Jewel though.
Really?
Not yet, at least. Him against Wishes. That's crazy. But anyway. Oh, you play Inkling too? Okay. But anyway, back to the match, man. Last stock situation here, game 3. Mr. Zercon trying to take it down 3-0 fashion. Dylan just trying to put himself on the board here with his counter pick. And I mean, I feel like even if Dylan loses this game and they meet each other again, like on the other side of Grands, I feel like the Robin might be the go-to pick here.
Yeah, I mean it's on Zercon to prove that you can beat him, but you only have to do it for one game here. Back air to get him off stage. Still having trouble with that move. That slingshot is the bane of Dylan's existence right now. Has almost caught by the Lloyd yet again. But Levin Sword all revved up and ready to go. Going to be a back throw to put him in a disadvantage, but immediately met with the back air.
I was going to say, no
Zercon
way is
in
that
trouble.
killing, dude. Ooh, the balloon actually messed up the spacing of the arc. I was going to say, if he hits that snipe, that was such a ridiculous attempt right there. There you go, flank with the L-fire, or arc fire again.
You kind of have to go for those crazy things, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
you
I
can't
respect
neutral get up here. You know you can't.
Nice job waiting.
Yeah.
A lot of players would have got impatient, felt like they had to pick an option, but not Dylan. Even under the pressure, that was smart. It's a lot of shield pressure, but better under the exchange. Certainly going to Mr. Zercon. He's doing so good. Is that gonna do it? Oh my God, he clutched that one out.
The turnips, Mr. Zercon, in the face of pressure, and a very good showing by Dylan's Robin there in game number 3.
Yeah.
Making it far closer. The ZSS did not have the answers, so the Robin changed the question. However, Mr. Zercon coming through and acing the test, scoring it 3-0 and moving on to it.
Yeah, man, really well played there. I did think, actually, that Dylan was going to take that game, so great job to Mr. Zercon holding on and not dropping a game there, because it was looking really tough the first 2 stocks, and then you just had that really clutch sequence, coast to coast, off stage, like was just picking the right options offensively and defensively. So just firing on all cylinders, able to take that one down. Very nice job, man. I really like this Isabelle. I gotta say, you know, as a commentator, you might not be like, oh, Isabelle, like, oh, I'm super pumped to see Isabelle, like that's super cool. But now I kind of am. Like, I really like this one.
You know how, I mean, just because